Hi, I'm Mary Tolosi. I'm the Executive Director for the Yavapai College Foundation. 50 years ago, on October 22nd, 1971, a group of spirited volunteers decided to create a nonprofit 501c3 organization that would be exclusively for educational purposes and to support the growth and development of Yavapai College. So one of those individuals was Jean Phillips. I had the distinct pleasure of meeting her in 2016 when I began my career here at Yavapai College. I soon became her friend. She was a true treasure and clearly left her mark on this institution. So my hope is that as you view this video and you hear the stories of how our donors have impacted the students, the faculty, and the staff here at YC, you will be compelled to take a moment and honor our past and help us move into the future. Our mission is simple: to support Yavapai College objectives and activities through resource development and promote community awareness of the college. We are doing just that with our 50-50 campaign, which is to raise $50,000 in light of our 50 years to support the greatest need of Yavapai College. As my good friend Jean would have said from a quote from Helen Keller, "Optimism is the faith that leads to achievement. Nothing can be done without hope and confidence." We dedicate this celebration of 50 years to her spirit. As she would say, cheers to you, Jean.
Please don't cry because I'm gone. I'd rather hear you sing and share the joy within your heart while life is everything. So, thank you world and all good friends, for letting me be me and joining in my flights of zest, in spite humility. And now dear ones, I say farewell, and wave a fond adieu. Remember that I'm smiling as I pass the torch to you.
Hi, my name is Andrea and I'm a nursing student here at Yavapai College, and I'm just so grateful for your generosity because it has made my dreams attainable. I graduate in May, and I just appreciate so much the opportunity to make my dreams come true and provide a great future for my son. Thank you.
I started with Yavapai College in 1970 in the fall. I was still a senior in high school, but I took a college algebra course. And that's when we didn't have this campus built yet. It was being built. And then I came full-time in the fall and was involved in student government and different student activities, and my world just broadened with that type of activity. And I started on a scholarship because of my ACT scores. It was a Governor Board's scholarship. So that got me started because my parents couldn't afford it. And Yavapai College, I went 2 years here, went to NAU, dropped out for a year, came back here and worked as a secretary in the student activities office. Decided that's the job I want. I don't want to be a secretary, I want to be the boss. So I went back to NAU, got my bachelor's and my master's degree, and my master's was community college education with an emphasis in guidance and counseling. The job I wanted opened up in August of 1976, and I became the director of student activities here at the college. So through my 34 years of working at the college, my job changed from activities and then into the performance hall. And that was wonderful. Bringing in the shows, fundraising. We started the Performing Arts Charitable Endowment, which is part of the foundation, to help support the shows. And when I left, that grew to $1.4 million. But today, it's even larger. It's like $2.6 million in it. And that funds from that come back to help support the events in PAC. But the college has been my life, my career. I'm now retired and on the college governing board. And so I'm so glad to give back to the community and the college for all that I gained here.
Well, I would be profoundly disappointed to not be a part of Yavapai College Foundation because it is an ultimate opportunity for me to give back to a school that gave me so much in the beginning and opened up so many doorways for me for my future.
When I first joined the board, the college was a lot different. I mean, it still provides education and it was still a great thing in the community, but the progress has been made by the board members that have been on this foundation, and the leadership of the college is truly phenomenal, the things that have happened since the last decade. Number one, the endowment has grown from approximately 5 to 6 million to almost 22 million now, is what I heard today, which is a very great thing to see. And also, when I joined, there was no CTEC facility. That's all been done in the last decade. What a wonderful facility that is for training people and career and technical training. And then also there's the whole new program with the teaching winery out there in the Verde Valley. That was an idea when I first joined the board, and the people that are involved with this community, this college, are doers. We raised the money and we built the winery, and now the last I heard, there's like 100 people in the enology and viticulture program. So my hat's off to all of the things that have been done in the last decade.
So you asked about how the Southwest Wine Center came to be. And it really was a function of Yavapai College coming to the community and the Arizona wine industry asking, what can we do to support the Arizona wine industry? And there was a resounding response of, we need an educated workforce. So in response to that request, Yavapai College, in collaboration with the foundation, created a building campaign to basically build the Southwest Wine Center. And what you see today is a winery that is from a repurposed racquetball court. We see a vineyard of approximately 13 acres that was planted primarily by volunteers. We see a tasting room that is open to the public, which showcases student-crafted wines. All of this creates a state-of-the-art facility. Today, in my third year as president and the 50th anniversary of the foundation, our primary goal continues to be to raise funds for Yavapai College students and its programs. You too can change lives by contributing to the Yavapai College Foundation.
You know, the scholarship that AAUW had started with is the Mary Alice Moulton Scholarship. And I love that scholarship, and so do the women in AAUW, because there's no constituency for those students. In other words, if you are in the CTEC and you're learning drones, somewhere in the world there's a business that's going to hire you. But if you're a single parent with a child that needs to be looked after while you go to school, there's no constituency for that. So the Mary Alice Moulton Scholarship provides some monies to pay the tuition for children at the Family Enrichment Center. And that's a very special scholarship because it supports parents. They can go to class and not worry about where their kids are, and they know that they're in a high quality education setting as well as they are. And that's what AAUW just loves, that we can support those particular students in their success. So it's just a wonderful collaborative effort between the two organizations, the campus and the AAUW group.
Hello, my name is Brian Moultrup. I'm the current student government president here at YC and a grateful recipient of many scholarships from the YC Foundation. My heart is filled with gratitude for the YC Foundation and Yavapai College in general. My journey brought me from 18 years of addiction to Prescott, Arizona. And from the moment I set foot on this campus, I felt at home. And that's because of the faculty, administration, staff, and members of the foundation that created a culture that was welcoming and open to students of all kinds. I am what we would consider a non-traditional student in the large scope, but I am traditional student age for Yavapai College. And so that has been part of this amazing journey. When I get to speak with students and they say, oh, I got a scholarship. Oh, I got another scholarship. Or this one, it sounds interesting. What is this scholarship for or about? The variety of scholarships that come from the foundation and from community members and from everyone involved and invested in student success is just mind-blowing and absolutely amazing. Many students might think that a scholarship isn't applicable to you because maybe you had a rough semester in the past and your GPA is a little bit lower than what society says is a smart person. But the YC Foundation offers opportunities for anyone because our past doesn't dictate us. I personally had a rough semester a couple years back in the beginning of my associates. I was a little, I was a little aggressive in the amount of credits that I was taking, and I struggled, and it was hard. And it had an effect on my GPA, but my GPA doesn't define me. And there are opportunities within the college and within the YC Foundation that this is financial assistance to help you succeed, and not just those that may be succeeding already, but those who need or want the opportunity to excel and showcase who you are uniquely as a student. The YC Foundation is a true and key element in rounding out what the YC family is and who we are as a YC community.
The foundation is always there to help support our students, and our students are very lucky to have such an active, involved foundation. Having been here almost 18 years, I find it is an amazing support system to have the foundation there for not only our students, but if faculty and staff need it as well.
I'm a financial aid advisor here at Yavapai College, and another one of my duties is I'm the scholarship coordinator for the Yavapai College Foundation. So what that means is I'm in charge of awarding scholarships to our students, which is the best job ever here at the college. So many people think that scholarships are based on grades and that only the A+ students get scholarships. However, that's untrue. It's so easy to apply for a scholarship. So it's just right there on the website when they log in, very short application, and just filling out that one application qualifies you for, over 500 or so scholarships that the foundation provides.
About 10 years ago, I moved here to the Verde Valley, and when I came, my husband was terminally ill. And so it was a goal for him to see that I came out and I would become productive. And it wasn't my goal to become productive at that moment because I was going through the loss of losing my husband. So I'm still an individual that knows that I do need to stay busy. And for his memory, I saw that they were planting vines up here. So I went and bought some of them, and I planted them in his memory. And then I became involved in the foundation, which I was very happy with because I was comfortable with that. I then had a life that I could be productive in the world of education again, and also honor my husband and just continue to do what I believed was best for students and for the local economy. So that was my goal in becoming involved here. And it's just snowballed since. And now I have 80 volunteers. This year is the 50th year of the foundation. And so what the foundation is doing, they have put out what they call 50 for 50. And we're asking for funds that will be unrestricted for students' greatest needs. So it's just not here, it's for the whole college. Do you know what I do? They have yellow cones out there. So when we harvest, I find my vines that are in memory of him. And I don't let anyone take those grapes off. And I harvest those grapes myself. And then when they're in a bottle, I come up here and I toast to him.
I would just like to tell the foundation and donors how thankful I am for the scholarship that I was awarded.
Thank you so much from the very bottom of my heart.
You may not have a student or a child in your family that needs educational help, but give a little bit and help those students that don't have the resources to become successful in meeting their educational dreams.